Hi YouTubers. Alright, so I'm getting ready to install both a nook, which is here, and a package, which is there, into my horizontal Langstroth. And that's one nice thing about a horizontal Langstroth. With a divider, I can install the one on one end and divide it and have the entry for the nook will be down here, and that'll be in here, and then there'll be a divider. It's a 5 frame nook, so I'll do 2 empties and then the 5 frames and then 3 empties and then a divider. Well, and somewhere in there I'll put a feeder on the end probably. I've got plastic feeders that hang like the frames. So anyway, and then there'll be a divider, and then there'll be an open space in the middle. Probably, let's see, there's 40 frames go in there, so there'll probably be an empty space equal to about probably 10 frames, more than that, 12 frames, and then another divider, and then the package I'm going to install on the right hand end. And of course there aren't any frames in with the package, so it'll be probably 5 frames to start out in there. So it's basically like the bottom deep box of a Langstroth hive, so on each end. And then the divider can move over and more frames added, just like adding a super to the top of a regular Langstroth. So anyway, I'm going to try to get my wife out here to video the installation, and I'm going to go suit up a little bit. And it was cool this morning. Now they're starting to get warming up and they're getting a little more active. So anyway, hopefully there'll be video of putting these babies in the hive, and I'll be back. So that's a feeder. It hangs in there just like one of the frames, and I put about 2 or 3 inches of syrup in there to feed them for a week or so until they get foraging real well. So anyway, okay, so there's the feeder. Almost ready to put them in. I'll be back. Okay, so my cameraman aborted and left the camera lay, and the battery died, and it recorded like 20 minutes. So anyway, the install's complete of the nook. I closed off the other 2 openings into the hive and put the divider in. So basically that one end of the horizontal Langstroth is like the bottom deep box of a Langstroth hive. And I'll move the divider over and add more frames as they need it, give them more room. So the nook's in. I put a board on the top that has vents in it, and there's a feeder in the other far end against the end with syrup in it. So anyway, they're finding the entry. Everything looks pretty good right now. Most of them are out of the nook box, and I smoked them a little bit, and that kind of drew them out of there and over into the hive box. So anyway, I'm going to let them settle down a little bit, and then we'll see if we can install the package. I'll be back. So I just installed the package, and I couldn't video anything while I was doing it, but I poked a hole in the candy for the workers to get the queen out. Hung the queen on. I stapled the strap of the queen cage onto a frame and put it in the middle, and put 5 empty frames in, or no, 7 empty frames in there with them. And so anyway, that's the package entry, and they seem to be doing great with it. And this is the entry where the nook was installed, and hopefully they'll keep everything straight, which one's theirs and which one isn't. And the middle one, where I got to get all the bees out of this center between the dividers, so I left that open for right now. The entry into that middle section I've got screen over, so they can't use that entry. But I'll get them out of there and then finish closing off the top and we'll be good to go. So I guess it worked. I'll be back.